So while it might seem weird to say now that every third anime coming out is an isekai, believe it or not, there was a time when Sword Art Online had an absolute stranglehold over the anime community. The concept of being transported into a video game, the whole death game mechanic, even the overpowered main character. SAO wasn't the first to do these things necessarily, but it is one of the biggest reasons why these tropes are so popular now. And something almost everyone who watched the show back in the day thought was how cool it would be to actually play and experience the world of Aincrad. Though maybe without the dying in real life part. Well, almost 14 years later, we're finally gonna get a taste in Sword Art Online's newest game, Echoes of Aincrad. Rather than following Kirito or any of the other major characters, Echoes of Aincrad has you playing your own character set at the same time as the original Aincrad death game art. I got the opportunity to check this game out early. Huge shout out to Bandai Namco for the invite, by the way. And today we're gonna see if it lives up to the hype. Now, as a quick note here, unlike other early access videos I've done, for this game I actually had the chance to record my live commentary as I experienced the game for the first time. So to start things off, I'll be showing you guys my experience playing one of the game's early levels, and then after that I'll do a more traditional review style section summing up all my thoughts. If you guys just want to see the review, I'll put a timestamp in the buffer bar. I think that's about all the yapping I got. Before we get into it here, if you are enjoying the video, definitely make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and make sure you go follow me on Twitter. And now let's check out Echoes of Aincrad. Oh man, I'm excited for this one. All right, so welcome to Echoes of Aincrad, everybody. I realize this is probably super fast, but we're kind of just jumping into it here. So basically the scenario here, if you've seen Sword Art Online, you probably kind of get the idea. If you haven't, well, you should probably expand your taste in anime. I sort of skipped the tutorial and the intro cutscene here. Basically, we're here in the town of beginnings pretty much right after the big reveal about not being able to log out and death being real and all that good stuff. And now, I guess we have a quest to do. Beaten to the punch. While many players seek the safety of the town of beginnings, Wiseman claims that in order to survive, the party will need to become stronger. Using knowledge gleaned from the beta test, they swiftly head northwest to Horonka. Oh yeah, your character allegedly played in the beta, by the way, which I'm sure will create, no problems whatsoever. So here we get to pick a companion. I guess this game is kind of like Code Vein, where you have a friend following you around all the time. That's pretty cool, I could dig it. We'll go with Iori. She seems like the sort of lore-accurate companion character from what I've seen. Oh, it like moved me somewhere. Also, yo, my frame rate. I sort of thought I was gonna get to just walk somewhere, but I guess this is fine.
Sorry I kept you waiting. I'm pretty honored you chose me
Yeah,
to
I'm sure you are. Hey, where are we?
As crazy as it sounds, I have a gut feeling he was telling the truth.
Oh yeah, he's telling the truth. We really want to not die here. Okay, so we have to go to Horonka, which is, I assume, this way. Now, that being said, I'm pretty sure this game is supposed to have like a fairly open world to it. So I'm wondering if I could just like walk around here. Obviously, this is like a beta copy of the game. I'm sure the full version's gonna have different things to it, but you know, we'll see what all I have access to. Like, can I trample on this person's crops? I guess I can. What if I like... Oh, I can't break them. That sucks. I was hoping to commit a little light vandalism.
Look, it's a boar.
Man, this game is beautiful. Oh my god. Yo, this game needs to chill. Anyway, I was gonna say, this game is kind of gorgeous. Like, look at this. It's actually sick, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, moving right along, I guess we should go look for some shit.
Enemy spotted.
Oh, I'm being charged. You need to stop, sir. Thank you for the money. Yeah, so like I said, I did play through a brief tutorial before this. I'm not gonna lie, the combat in this game feels slick. Like, it's definitely pretty standard for an action RPG as far as how it plays, but the controls themselves actually feel pretty good. Also, don't mind me, I'm just getting endlessly ganked by boars here. Okay, hold on, where am I going? Oh, I'm going all the way over there. Oh my god. All right, so we got a bit of a trek to go on.
Look, a treasure chest.
Oh, we got goodies. What's in the box? Soldier's mail blueprints. I can, craft some stuff, apparently. Yo, can we not get distracted by the... Oh my god! Alright, apparently I don't need to do anything. She's just gonna do all the fighting for me. Wait, what is this? There's like a blue thing in the sky. Uh-oh. Wait, that's not good. Why did it... Oh, you're like a higher level, I see. Okay, hold on. Use the super skill. Oh my god, I cut him in half! Oh, I attacked the wrong one. Oh, that's a problem. Wait, okay, go do this. Big damage. I don't understand how that hit me. Is it just... Did I break it? Okay, I got smooth hide. I got some other stuff. Bronze rod. What the hell does that do? Goodies are goodies, chat.
A safe area. We could definitely use a break.
Oh, it's a oh, okay. So the big blue lights are save points. I got it. All right. I understand now. I think you can fast travel between these. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I am a fan of the world design from the, 5 seconds I've played so far. I got a bomb stone. Oh my. All right, well, I guess this is the boar killing section of the game. Don't mind me, just currently decimating the local wildlife population. I can't believe I can't strafe that. That's insane to me. I cut it in half. I'm a beast, chat. Although, actually, that does beg the question. I might be wrong about this, but I thought there were multiple weapon categories in the game. I mean, obviously, it's sword art online. Like, they're all gonna be swords, I assume. But, oh, speaking of weapons, I have picked up bronze sword. How do I equip it? Hello? I guess not. All right, we found another new area. Yo, my ally is insane, by the way. What's her name? Iori? She's out here one-shotting stuff. I feel like I could just sit here and watch her do everything. What is this? Oh, it's just here? I don't know, that looks like it should be important, but I guess not. Oh, now Iori's getting her ass beat. One sec. Wait, can I really not swap my weapons at all here? How do I... Maybe I have to change it back at home. Oh, another save point. You look angry. Oh my god. Why are you so tanky? Well, I actually took damage from that? That's crazy.
Okay.
Ow. Yo, 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 yo. Dude. Stop.
Switch with me.
Understood.
How's it actually just tanking this shit? Oh yeah, I'm getting a whole bunch of weapons now. Okay, I'm wondering if I have to be, like, in town to change my weapons. I'll tell you what, I think you can fast travel between these save points. I'm gonna try going back to town and seeing if I can, like, swap my equipment around somehow. Oh, you have to change it at the... Okay, I see. You have to do it here. Okay, so we got all kinds of weapon types here, actually. I can use a maze. Oh, we got Big Bonk. All right, I'm gonna have to go with Big Bonk. We're going with Big Bonk, chat. I have the Decapitator. Oh my god, that is an insane weapon name. All right, I think now we are ready. Let's go back to my quest. All right, time to see how Big Bonk plays. Come get some, idiot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, what does this do? Wait, that's sick. That's actually sick, dude. And I got the spin to win. Yo, this combat is so satisfying, bro. Anyway, what are my goodies here? Might Crystal. Increases attack power by 20% for 60 seconds. Yeah, I'm a fan of buff items. You guys already know, chat. I am a buff connoisseur. Okay, now I'm kind of lost. Where are we going again? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. As much as I'm sitting here, like, only killing trash mobs, essentially, I will say, this really does feel the way I would assume that SAO actually felt to play. You know what I mean? Like, obviously this is not an MMO, this is a single player game, but still, the world is, like, awesome. I'm very excited to play this. I'm probably gonna play it on the permadeath mode, too. Because, yeah, if you didn't know, by the way, we're not playing that way now, but in the full release of the game, you can play with essentially, like, permadeath on. I think you have to beat the game first, but in the full release of the game, there's apparently a mode where you can basically play with permadeath, so about as close to mimicking the actual SAO experience as you can get. Obviously, the game's not gonna, like, pop out of your screen and fucking kill you if you died. Although it would be kind of insane if they managed to pull that off. Alright, super move. Easy. I'm definitely going with Big Bonk for the main playthrough, chat. That is 100% happening. What is that? Oh my god, you're giga tanky. Yo, okay, a lot of you need to chill the fuck out. I've been paralyzed. I shall continue bonking. Bonk until morale improves. Charged heavy. Easy. Get off my screen, loser. Give me all them goodies. Oh man, there's all kinds of stuff laying around. I feel like I'm walking past a lot of treasure here. I will say, it's odd. Like, there's definitely a intended path here for you to take, but there's so much stuff just off to the side. I mean, I guess that's a good way to get players to explore the world a bit, right? Rather than just blitz from objective to objective. Now, the one thing is, I think there are combo skills you could do with your partner. I'm trying to figure out how you do that. Is it just the triangle button? All right, hold on, let's try this. So if I go and do this.
Together.
Oh,
Right.
there it is. Wait, that's sick. We get a whole animation. I'm not gonna lie, that was fucking cool. Who else wants some? I see you lurking over there. Are you stuck? He is stuck. Look at him. All right. You've had your fun, buddy. Get owned. Okay, wait, hold on. I want to figure out what some of this other stuff is. Like, what is this? Let me go here. Because I kind of do feel like I'm just sort of walking towards the objective. Like, what What the fuck was that? Oh, it's another one of you. Oh, I have to charge the partner skill. I see. Okay. I understand now. All right, go here. Bonk. Sit down. Big bonk strikes again. But okay, I see now. So there's like a little, the blue bar down there. I have to charge that up, I guess. All right, so what is this? This is, well, it's green because I marked it, but arcs. Sanctums found throughout Aincrad that contain relics of ancient elven saints. Defeating the guardian sealed away inside will release the barrier seal, opening passageways previously closed to me. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we got a boss. Oh my god, he's got fire.
Okay.
Okay, no splooge, please. Big attacks. I am getting my shit rocked right now. Come here, dork. Big damage. Bonk. He is spawned ads. No ad spawn. Go for the finisher. Get him. Easy, chat. Off my screen, boy. I got a sledgehammer for that. Wait, what? What did that do for me? Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. I understand now. So I thought that these red things were something completely different. So you do the arc, and then the seal opens. I kind of want to go do this one now, I'm not gonna lie. All right, hold on, let me go see what this one's all about, and then if it's something good, we'll go do the other one. All right, what do we have here? Is this just, like, another path? Or did I have to do that? It looks like we got a whole, like, other section down here. So I assume I would not have had access to this in the event that I did not do the art. So this is, like, something extra. Oh, what is this? Oh, we get lore. Okay, that's interesting. All right, so is this it? Is this all that was really back here, I guess? Well, no, there's another way I can go over here. Aha!
There's a treasure chest over there.
So the seal blocks this treasure chest, I assume. Longsword blueprint. I think that's Big Bonk, so... Alright, was worth the little detour, I guess. Moving right along. Uh-oh, chat. Alright, I am being informed by the powers that be that I need to pick up the pace here a little bit, because, as it just so happens, I have a time limit with this build, and there is a boss which I would very much like to fight. You know me, chat. I simply cannot resist a good boss fight. Oh, boss battle time. Wait, is this just another boar? Oh, it is. It's like a super boar. All right, super boar it is. Oh, well, I just completely whiffed that. Bonk. Bonk. That is a nice little moveset you got there. Oh my god. Press the button, go. Come on, let me go. There we go. Big damage. Oh, he didn't seem to care about my big damage. All right, that's fine. All right, we got him. Oh, wait, no, we don't. Oh, you have multiple phases, I see. Okay, all right, hold on. All right, press the button. Big damage, massive damage. Oh my god, look at my damage. Holy. He's down again. Smash the face. Oh, you have another phase now, huh? Yo, this, like, mini-stun shit is kind of getting on my nerves here, I'm not gonna lie. Ow! Oh my god, that was a lot of damage. Alright, go here. Big damage. More big damage. I missed. Alright, it'd be really nice if these ads would leave me the fuck alone for 5 seconds. Yo! Wait, fancy finisher. Get him! I'll take the iframes with that, too. Easy peasy. Wait, I have to hit him with the... There we go. Alright, we got him. Save the friend! Holy! I got a weapon proficiency increase as well. Very interesting. Right, and now I believe we can progress to town, which was kind of the whole point of this. And I think that about does it for this quest. So, do I move on to the next one now, or what? Alright, so we actually had access to 2 levels for this demo, but unfortunately I spent so much time poking around in the first one that I didn't end up having time to do much in the second except like run around and explore a little bit. Anyway, given that the initial section was probably a bit jumbled, with it being live commentary and all, I figured I'd close out the video just giving you guys some brief thoughts on the demo here. So overall, I had a ton of fun playing this. I'm sure you guys could probably tell from the footage, but this kind of game is right up my alley. The combat is an absolute blast, the controls feel responsive, and your attacks really feel like they have some weight to them, particularly with the sword skills. Other games that use similar combat systems can sometimes have their skills feel superfluous, or at times downright unusable. The skills in Echoes of Aincrad, or at the very least the ones I used, actually felt strong and more like core mechanics that I could rely on, rather than something I have to desperately look for openings to weave into the combat. And the same goes for the ally skills. Like the finisher ability that I'm forgetting what it's called is not only super stylish, but it also functions as a powerful ultimate move that I can totally see being both a coup de grace and something that could turn the tide of a fight that's maybe not going your way. Also, even though I think I ended up cutting the part where I tried it, my companion Iori's other ability was a pretty strong AoE heal that I can definitely see having a lot of utility. And while I didn't end up trying any of the other allies available in this demo, I imagine their skills and utility feel at least comparable. Speaking of the ally system, I like that your partner feels like an equal rather than just a follower. In a lot of other games that have permanent companions like Code Vein, they tend to act more like damage and aggro sponges rather than genuine offensive threats. This can be okay since those games kind of want you to feel like the strongest character, but in a game like Echoes of Aincrad, which is trying to immerse the player in what's supposed to be an MMORPG, it helps a lot that your partner actually feels like another player in the game with a strong build and combat capabilities, rather than just a mindless NPC who's there to tank some aggro and say annoying dialogue. And while we're on the subject of immersion, in my opinion, this was the game's biggest strong point. Like I mentioned in the gameplay section, this game really feels like you're playing an MMO even though you're not. And despite the level design looking somewhat linear on the map, there is still plenty to explore and find off the beaten path. Case in point, I spent almost all of our playtime in this demo in just one level. And I will say, from the bit I played of the second level we had access to, I think subsequent areas will be a bit more open, because just from what I was able to play, this second level has a lot more verticality and winding side paths than the first one did. And the last thing I wanted to mention just off the top of my head is that this game's soundtrack is awesome. Again, going in with the immersion factor, it really has that MMO feel to it and helps add to the feeling that you're actually in this vast world of the game. Now, as much as I am glazing the demo here, obviously there were some things I didn't like, which I guess I'll mention now. But before I get into that though, I do want to add a disclaimer that pretty much all these things I'm going to mention are more nitpicks than game-ruining issues. Overall, I still had a ton of fun with this demo. These are more just little things that I think would make the game even better if they were changed. Starting off with what I found to be the most annoying part about the game is that for whatever reason, you can only change your equipment in town. There's no way to change your weapon or other gear while you're out on a quest, at least not that I was able to find. So you have to travel back to the inn and do it there if you want to switch up your build. Now, this is a bit less of an issue than you might think. The game is very generous with fast travel points, so chances are you're almost never very far from being able to make a quick trip back to town, but it's still an odd decision in my mind, especially since I'm pretty sure in the show, Kirito changes his equipment on the fly multiple times. Again, this is really more of a nitpick as the game does load pretty fast, at least on PC where I was playing it, and you can instantly travel to the inn to do this, but it's just an extra step that I'm not really sure why we have to take. Anyway, moving on to the second of my gripes, which is that the enemy variety is kinda lacking. While I can understand the very first level of the game, which is what I showed, only having a couple enemies to choose from, when I went to the second level, I found it was more of the same. While the enemies themselves were different from the first level, the variety between them was similar, with there only being a couple different types you could encounter. Now, I do want to temper this by saying that I only spent about 15 or 20 minutes in the second level, so it's entirely possible I'm jumping to conclusions here and the enemies become more varied further in, but still, for what I played, it'd be nice if there were more different enemies to engage with. Finally, and to be honest, this is the most minor complaint of all, but the dodge mechanic feels awkward. I don't really know how to describe it. It's not like bad per se, but it feels strange, especially with what I talked about before where your attacks and skills all feel like they have so much weight behind them. It's kind of odd that the dodge doesn't. Now, this might be because the game wants you to rely more on blocking and parry countering, which I did none of, to be fair. But again, it just feels odd or like, I don't know, weirdly tuned. Again, this is a feel thing. It's Also probably a me thing. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if most people pick this game up and have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about with this. But all those complaints aside though, like I said, overall I had an absolute blast with this demo. As cheesy as it sounds, my biggest gripe of all was not being allowed to play for longer, because I really did get lost in the world just exploring, fighting enemies, and looking for loot. Now, as we close out here, I gotta add my usual disclaimer that this was a demo. I was limited in what I was able to play, so keep that in mind when assessing what I've shown and talked about for yourself. But for me, I will definitely be picking this game up when it comes out, and I have a feeling it's gonna be a pretty good time. And yeah, that's about it for this one. And as always, if you did enjoy this video, definitely make sure you leave a like, and if you're new or you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you go follow me on Twitter. That's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one.